Hello everyone, Sir Weds here and welcome back to Nation. Are you a kinder teacher? Or do you know anyone who's teaching in kindergarten? The ECCD is a tool used to measure your learners' cognitive and psychomotor domains and translate it into both quality and quantitative measures. A few years ago, we published the very first automated ECCD checklist here on YouTube where the file was downloaded in our website. But due to issues with our web hosting, the web page got shut down and all the files along with it. And since my hiatus is over, I decided to update some of our old projects and re-uploaded it again here on YouTube for everyone to use. But before anything else, please consider subscribing here in our YouTube channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be fully informed of our latest videos. Share this video too so that it would help as many teachers as possible. That being said, let's begin. Download the automated ECCD checklist version 4 from the link which you can find in the description box below. Open the automated ECCD checklist version 4, and since this is the first time you opened it, there will be two notifications you need to enable. The very first one is to enable editing since this file has been downloaded from the internet. Microsoft Office will automatically open it under Protected View settings. So, click on this Enable Editing button to allow you from encoding data in our template. The next button is a security feature for macro coding. You will be clicking this button every time you open the file since our template uses VBA codes which is, by default, disabled by Microsoft Excel. So, click the Enable Content button to start editing the file. What you are seeing now is the welcome sheet of our template. You can also click these buttons here where you can immediately get redirected to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. For all those who'd like to show their support on our projects and would like to buy me a cup of coffee as appreciation or some snacks, you can do so through sending your donations through CoinsPH, PayPal, GCash, or our GoFundMe account. To start filling up your class profile, you can click this button here to access your class directory. This is your class profile and directory. Here, you will be needing to complete the school information and the dates of administering your ECCD. You can also access the welcome page sheet by clicking this button here if you want to visit the external links we have provided. Back to our class directory, we have the Learners Checklist button which will direct you to the domain checklist of the ECCD. We have buttons here to access between the male and female checklists of your class. Going back to the class directory, we have the Print ECCD button which will direct you to our ECCD template. This is formatted to be printed back to back using a trifold design. Now back to our class directory, we also have the ECCD Form 2 which is a summary report of your class for both the baseline assessment and the endline or the post-assessment. And finally, our class directory which also houses the profiles of your learners for male and female. Each gender category can accommodate 50 learners for a total of 100 learners per class. At the bottom part of our sheet is a button that can redirect you back to the top of the sheet conveniently. Now, let's encode the necessary details and other information necessary to identify our class and ECCD schedule. Notice that as I encode the dates in our template, I'm typing the full name of each month in order for the template to correctly convert the dates into numerical forms. As we finish the top profile already, if you go to our Print ECCD sheet, you will see that all this necessary information are immediately transferred to our template. Back here in our class directory, we'll put some names in our sample class for both male and female. I'll be speeding up the video every now and then to be able to finish this video a lot faster. On the part that says Documents Submitted, just click on the item boxes to put check marks on it. Now, we got to complete 5 learners for the males, and I also clicked randomly in their documents submitted. By the way, All these names I'll be encoding here are all fictitious. So I'll continue encoding 5 more data in the female category and will consider it as the total number of learners for our sample class. As you can see, I already finished encoding all 10 learners for my sample class here in our template. And if you have more than that in your class, just continue filling out the data tables below. Once you finish encoding, you can now click on the Learner's Checklist button to start checking the different domains of our ECCD. Here, in our Learner's Checklist sheet, you will be able to access all your learners by clicking the available buttons for male and female. By clicking on the Next Pupil button, you will be directed to the next learner, which you will be checking their domains. There are different buttons for male and female. You can access all of these just by clicking your mouse on the desired buttons. The basic objective of our automated template is to minimize the use of your keyboards on typing the different areas in each domain for each learner. You will also see the greatest feature of this template later on, which you will never see on other automated ECCDs in the internet. Back to our first male learner, all the necessary and required domains are available here. Each domain has specified competencies which will be checked for your baseline and summative assessments. Each assessment has 3 categories, namely POR, which stands for Present, Observed, and Reported by Parent. To put a checkmark on a specific competency area in each domain, you will only be clicking the box for each area and it will automatically generate a checkmark for you. And if you want to delete a checkmark, you just go to that box, press delete on your keyboard, and check the appropriate box that you so desire. Just repeat this process to all other domain areas. You can also use your up and down arrows in your keyboard to put checkmarks in your specified columns. I'll be completing all the checkmarks for all our students for both baseline and summative areas here in our template so that we can speed up this demonstration video. I already finished checking all the domains for our learners in our ECCD template. So I already checked these areas for each of our male learners. And as you can see, I'm only using our navigation buttons in accessing each learner. I also finished the female learners for both baseline and summative assessments. And since I'm done with that, I can now go back to our class directory so that we can proceed on printing our ECCD final result by clicking the Print ECCD button. Inside our Print ECCD sheet, you can see on the upper left portion labeled Choose Learner to Generate. Below that, a cell says Choose Names Here, which you need to click in order to generate your learners' names. Beside it is an inverted triangle which implies a drop-down list. Click this inverted triangle and a drop-down will immediately show up which lists all of your learners that are encoded in your class directory and completed in the learner's checklist. All you need to do now is to choose any name of your learner and it will automatically generate all the check marks you indicated in the learner's checklist. If we zoom out our sheet to be able to see the whole page, you get to look at the whole one-page ECCD checklist report which is in trifold design. In the backside page of our template, you don't need to compute the scaled scores of your learners since the file will automatically do it for you. All interpretations of your data will be done automatically. So, you can just choose your learner here in our drop-down list and the template will automatically generate their performances in our sheet. Let's zoom out again on our ECCD print sheet, and this file is designed to be printed on a long band paper. But sometimes your default settings may alter our template. To print it on a long band paper, you need to go to the Page Layout tab and click on Sizes. Here, you can see that the computer formatted it on a legal band paper size instead of a long band paper, which should have been at 8.5 by 13 inches. So, you need to look for that paper size and click on it. In order to see if the template is fitted correctly, go to the lower right of the sheet and click on the page break preview icon. As you can see, the file is fitted correctly in our paper size, so there's no need to change anything here. You can just print it directly. That's about it on how to use the ECCD trifold template. But before you leave, let me show you the summary reports for the ECCD per class, also known as the ECCD Form 2. By clicking back to our class directory, we choose the ECCD Form 2 baseline button. Here, you can see the summary report of your class performance. On the bottom of the sheet, you will have your name and your school head's name to make the report official. Like the ECCD printed template, this is designed for a long bond paper. So let's check it if it fits correctly by going to the page layout, then size, and choose the long bond paper setting. Go to the page break preview icon, which is on the bottom right of the template, and click it. Here, the preview shows that the file is not fitted correctly on our long bond paper setting. This dotted line here shows that this is the end of this particular page, and whatever exceeds it implies another piece of paper. To fix this, put your mouse or cursor in the middle of the dotted line until your mouse or cursor will change into a double pointing arrow. Click and hold in your mouse and drag this line to the utmost right of the page like so. With that, your template is now fitted properly on a long bond paper. However, since we only have 5 learners for each male and female, we will be having a lot of blank rows in our report. And since this is an Integrated School Forms original template, our trademark hide and unhide buttons will always be available to make your reports a lot easier. All you need to do now is to click the Hide Blank Rows button and wait for the file to load and completely hiding all blank rows in your report automatically. On the topmost part of our template, you can immediately access the ECCD Form 2 summative report, also known as the post test. Just like before, we will check the layout if it fits on a long bond paper. Then go to the page break preview icon on the lower right of the template. Click and drag the dotted lines to fix it. Go back to normal view and click the Hide Rows button to automatically hide all the unused rows in our report. Now all your reports for the ECCD checklist and ECCD Form 2 summary reports can be easily printed without hassle. No need to compute for the scores and tallying their interpretations. And most of all, your reports are compact since you are only using one file for your whole class. I hope you liked our updated and fully automated ECCD checklist version 4. This template is distributed for free and should only be downloaded from my personal Google Drive. The link for this template is available in the description box below. If you ever see this file uploaded in any website which is not affiliated with the Integrated School Forms, please inform us by commenting down below or sending us a message in our official Facebook page. So that ends our demonstration video for today. Again, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos to others to help them in their reports in our agency. And lastly, this is Sir Weds of the Integrated School Forms, and thank you for watching.